कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Continuation of our last pastime that we were discussing of Lord Narasima Dev. We heard how Hiranyakashipu, he was born, he performed severe austerities, and how very affectionately he used to treat Prahlad, his own son, and he wanted him to be best of the demons, to learn all science like political, economical, economics, and all those science which can make him a best of the demons. But his natural inclination, just like river flows towards the ocean, same way, this Prahlad Maharaj natural inclination was toward Vishnu, towards Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. So today, and we also heard how two times he were sent to Gurukul under Amarka and Shanda and Amarka to be trained in those demonic education or political science or economics. But whenever Hiranyakashipu he inquired, he was completely well versed with devotional service rather than giving all this knowledge of related to economics and political. And how, when he asked what is the best of the knowledge, Prahlad Maharaj he said, Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu, that hearing about the glories of Vishnu, remembering his pastime, chanting his glories, serving his lotus feet, all these things are topmost. Hearing this, Hiranyakashipu, he was completely in anger and threw his own son Prahlad Maharaj onto the ground. And in that anger, he instructed his servants that take him away, take this boy away, and he deserves to be killed. Kill him immediately. So, like that, he instructed his own servant to kill his own son, who was very dear to him, Prahlad, just because he was attached to Krishna, he wanted to kill his own son. So, this Prahlada, he was always engaged in remembering the Lord. He used to delight when he remembers the Lord. Tears used to flow down from his eyes, and jubilantly, full of joy, he used to dance sometime in ecstasy. Like that, he used to remember the Lord. Even though he was very young boy, very almost just 5 years old, but he never had deep affection and relation towards his father and mother. He only had affection, a sense of belonging to Krishna. So these demons, they took him to kill this Prahlad. This Prahlad boy, Maharaj, very young, his skin is very tender, just 5 year old, just like 5 year old child. If you see, skin will be very soft, very tender skin, sometimes ultra soft. Hmm. So Prahlad Maharaj body was struck or pierced by the tridents. All these demons, they were very fearful. Just their face were very ghastly face. Just by seeing them, a person can be, get full of fear. He will get when he can see such a fearful form or such a ghastly face. He will get fearful. And these demons, they are shouting, "Chop him off! Chop the body of Prahlada! Pierce him! Chubao, chubao! Maar dalo!" Like that. They used to they tried a lot to kill this Prahlad Maharaj, but Prahlad Maharaj is completely absorbed in remembering the Lord. He is so much absorbed that he is not at all bothered what is going around him, and he is not at all disturbed by the material conditions that are around him. He is completely absorbed in remembering Krishna. All these attempts of demons, they were futile. They went back to Hiranyakashipu, that they are unable to kill Prahlada in spite of piercing him with various tridents, but nothing is happening. What to do now? Then this Hiranyakashipu instruct further that you throw him beneath big elephants, throw him down from the hilltop, throw him in between the snakes, poisonous snakes, administer some poison to him, starve him, put him under cold, fire, water, crush him, but kill him. Kill him. But Prahlada was completely free from all such anxiety because he was completely sinless and he was dependent upon that Supreme Lord. Various ways and means they tried to kill Prahlada, but nothing is happening. Even Hiranyakashipu's own sister Holika, who has been rewarded with a boon that she cannot be burnt by fire, but when as soon as she took Prahlada and set in burning fire, that fire she burnt, but Prahlada was not even got affected by that fire. Even though she had a boon that fire will not affect her, fire cannot burn her, but still she was burned completely. Whereas Prahlada Maharaj, nothing could happen. So this kind of dependency, this kind of surrender one should have for the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Avashya Rakshibe Krishna iti Vishwasa Palana. Whatever situation or circumstances it may be, whether it may be favorable or against me, that Krishna is the only protector and he will give me the protection. There is no one else who can protect me. Only Krishna can protect. So various ways and means Hiranyakashipu tried to kill this Prahlada Maharaj, who is a very young boy. He threw this Prahlad Maharaj into the various venomous serpents, but nothing could happen. Throw down from the top of the hill, nothing happened. Tried to crush through various boulders, like stones, big stones, nothing could happen. Elephant, nothing happened. So he is saying he is like a dog curved tail, which can never be straightened. Hiranyakashipu is saying this Prahlada is like a dog's curved tail. Just like a dog is having curved tail, try to straighten it, it will never get straightened. Same way, this Prahlada, we are trying all the ways and means to kill him, but nothing is happening. His strength is like unlimited. He is like immortal. Thing is happening to him. So seeing this, that this Hiranyakashipu is very disturbed, trying all the ways to kill this Prahlada, but nothing is happening. So this Chanda and Amarka, this again, they spoke, "Oh Lord, you should not get disturbed. You are the, master of all the planets." They tried to pacify him and assured that, don't worry, we will again train this Prahlada with the good demonic qualities, and he will be a best of the demons. Don't worry, we will train him. So Hiranyakashipu, he again sent this Prahlada and trusting upon this Chanda and Amarka. And one day, when Chanda and Amarka, they were systematically try to teach Prahlad Maharaj, who is very submissive, humble. They are trying to teach him mundane, demonic, religious principle, economic development, sense gratification, politics, economics, all these subject matters they are trying to teach him. And Prahlada is very submissively hearing all these instructions, that how people they are involved in all this materialistic life, all that they are he is hearing. So one day these Shanda and Amarka, they were busy in their some household work. So this Prahlad Maharaj, he was a small child. He has a free time now. Just like all the children in their free time, what they do, they start playing. They play various games. But this Prahlada is not at all engaged in playing games. So what he is doing is remembering the Lord, whereas all the other children's kids who are there in the Gurukul, they were very much affectionate and respectful for this Prahlada. Why? Because this Prahlada always used to speak very nicely. He was because he was a great devotee of the Lord, never polluted by such instructions, always engaged in remembering the Lord. He is free from all dualities. So somewhere all the children they had a soft corner for this Prahlad Maharaj. And they inquired, "O Prahlad, even though all of us has born into a demon family, and in this demonic family, each and every one of us are against that Supreme Lord Vishnu. But how come you are a devotee? Even though we have a same teacher, we are getting same kind of education. But how come you have an affinity or affection for that Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna?" That was their inquiry. Because they were seeing how this Prahlada Maharaj was completely drawn towards that Supreme Lord Krishna. So they inquired this. So Prahlad Maharaj, he narrated how even though all the facilities, background, Gurukul system, teachers, everything is same, but still how come he is different from everyone? So he replied that when my father he went to perform austerity, he went to perform austerity to Mandrachala Parvat. So how come by the mercy of a great devotee Narad Muni, I was given this knowledge about devotional service? How Narad Muni, he took a form of a bird and he disturbed this Hiranyakashipu when he was performing austerity and chanted the mantra while disturbing, while roaming around this Hiranyakashipu when he's performing austerity. This Narad Muni chanted the holy name of the Lord, and this Hiranyakashipu he got disturbed and he went back to his home. And when Hiranyakashipu's wife inquired, "Oh my master, what is the reason that you have returned so early without performing austerities completely? How come you have returned so early?" So Hiranyakashipu he narrated the entire incident, that how come a bird came and disturbed his austerity. That bird chanted the holy name of the Lord, Narayana Vasudeva. And this, when hearing this, the wife of Hiranyakashipu, she also chanted the holy name of the Lord. Hiranyakashipu also chanted the holy name of the Lord. In that consciousness, they both united. And when this Hiranyakashipu impregnated his wife, Prahlada was taken the shelter of the womb, who is none other than great devotee. Then again, this Hiranyakashipu, he went to perform austerity to Mandrachala. When all the demigods, devatas, they came to know that Hiranyakashipu has come to perform austerities, it's a good opportunity to acquire the kingdom back, to gain their kingdom back, and they attacked the Hiranyakashipu kingdom in order to retrieve or to get a hold upon his kingdom. So they saw that Hiranyakashipu's wife, she is pregnant. She is carrying a child in her womb. So seeing that these devatas headed by Indra, they arrested, they took the queen of Hiranyakashipu into their custody. She was crying, lamenting, and that time this Narad Muni, who is a great devotee, who is completely filled with compassion for all the living entities. Vaishnava, one of the qualities, para dukkha dukhi. Seeing others in pain, Vaishnava feels themselves to be in pain. So seeing that, Narad Muni said to Indra, O king of heaven, this woman is completely sinless. You should not drag her off mercilessly. Like this, you should not do, behave to her. This chaste woman is someone else's wife. You must immediately release her. So Indra is giving counter argument that in the womb of this woman, the son of Hiranyakashipu is there, and eventually he will also become a great demon. So it's it's better to take out the seed before it sprouts. Just like this seed sprouts, and then gradually some sapling will come, plant, then tree, it will take a shape of tree. Same way, it's very important that this child, it's better to destroy or kill him now itself. It's better to destroy the seed before it fructifies. So Narad Muni said, no, no, don't act like this. This child in the womb of this lady is completely not even faultless or sinless. He is a great devotee of the Lord. Therefore, even though you may try to kill him, you will not be able to kill him. Why? Because Krishna personally protects his devotees. Kauntya pratijanehi name bhakta pranashyati. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is mentioning that my devotees, they never ever perishes. So even though you may try to kill him, will not be able to do anything. Like that, they released this woman or queen of Hiranyakashipu after knowing that she is carrying a great devotee of the Lord. All the devatas, they circumambulated woman. They circumambulated this woman in order to, because having a great devotee of the Lord is something very, very rare in the entire creation. Having just one devotee, such great devotee, entire universe can be purified by the presence of such devotees. So these all the devatas, they celebrated, shown their respect to this devotee who has taken shelter of this Muni by celebrating. Now this Narad Muni, he brought this woman, and because this woman, she was not having protection, there was chances that someone may attack or all these things. So she, out of compassion, Narad Muni said, you please remain in my ashram until and unless your husband comes back. You please remain there. So Narad Muni brought the wife of Hiranyakashipu to his ashram, and now there she is rendering various services. She is engaged in serving the devotees, hearing the Hari Katha, hearing about the glories of Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna or Vishnu. Like that, she spent days by days, year after year. And she because she is a very chaste woman. She desired that when her husband will arrive, that time only she will deliver the child. She stayed in ashram for a great length of, and she was engaged in serving Narad Muni. So Mahat Sevya, by serving the great devotees like Narad Muni, Prabhupada, all these great devotees, when we serve them, what happens? We can attain the mercy of Krishna, or we can capture Krishna. Then only it is possible. So because she was staying there, she was quite not so intelligent. So she, over a period of time, she forgot all the instructions. But Narad Muni, he was very compassionate upon the child who was in the womb. So that child could remember all the instruction by the mercy of Narad Muni. He could not forget even for a moment all those instructions. So Prahlad Maharaj, he is telling, therefore, my dear friends, it is by the mercy of that great devotee Narad Muni, I could ascertain the devotion into my heart. I could gain this transcendental knowledge, and I could serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead or remember Him. Like that, he narrated what is the difference, how this Prahlad Maharaj, he received the seed of devotion into his heart. Now further Prahlad Maharaj, he is telling that human body, this human birth is very, very rare. Although this body is temporary, he is giving further knowledge or instructions. Very beautiful instructions he is instructing to his own fellows, classmates. He is instructing. They are very small, very young, 4 5 years old. He is telling that although this body is temporary, this human form of life, this human life is very, very rare, and it becomes meaningful. This human form of life becomes meaningful when we are engaged in serving the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and we are engaged in His devotional service. It makes some sense, or it makes human life meaningful. Human life is the only chance where one can get free from the cycle of birth and death and can return home back to Godhead, to the eternal abode of Krishna, from the place or the abode all of us belong to. He is the well-wisher of all the living entities. And what he is further saying, that each one of us are completely engaged in sense gratification, wasting our life by engaging in sense gratification, economic development. We are wasting our time, our energy with no gain. Therefore, he is telling Komaram Achara Pragno, from the age of 5. Komara means at age of 5, one should start, Achara means one should start serving that personality of Godhead. One should engage in his service. One should engage in his service. Because we are all stuck in this material existence, we forget many times, or we are not sufficiently competent. So therefore he is telling one should take advice of the scriptures of a person who is rightly situated in intelligence. One should take opportunity to distinguish what is right, what is wrong, and must endeavor. That person should endeavor to achieve the highest goal of life. Because as long as this body is strong, is having strength, one can serve, one can remember the Supreme Lord. But the moment this body starts dwindling, it becomes very difficult to even do a small service to that Supreme Lord. Therefore, he is telling one should not waste this human form of life. Just like he gives an example that how this human form maximum duration is of 100 years. But those who are not able to control the senses, in general, he is talking those who are not able to control senses, how they lose their life in sleeping, just like 8 to 12 hours if they are sleeping. One third to 50%, like 30 to 50% of their life is gone in just sleeping. In childhood, he is bewildered. He is not properly situated in, educated in devotional service, is not properly situated in serving the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So 10 years passes away in childhood. 10 years means 10% of that will pass away in the childhood, playing, acquiring knowledge, acquiring, getting education. Some another 15 years will pass, like 25 years will pass, 20-25 years will pass in playing, in acquiring knowledge, or just getting grown up. Some 20-25 years will pass, or some 30 to 50 years will pass in sleeping. Those whose mind are completely attached to fulfill their lusty desires, sense gratification, who are very strongly illusioned, what happens? Their life is wasted in engaging in those sense gratification or fulfilling their material desires. Therefore, they also lose remaining time by not engaging themselves in Krishna consciousness or in devotional service. So, like that, he is telling a person, and after that, he gets old. In old age, also, some 10-15 years are passed, because in old age, you cannot move your body, you cannot properly speak. Your mind is not properly working because your mind is completely afflicted by various pains that body is going through. So 10-15 years are passed by like that. So 25 years plus some 30-40 years in sleeping, 60-65 years, like that. He is telling that 80-90 years of a life will go away in these things. And some whatever time is there, a person engages in sense gratification, acquiring money, which is more dear, which is, he says, money is like sweeter than honey, and that money he engages in fulfilling his material desires. So, like that, entire life of a person is wasted. Entire life like this, he is telling, it ruined without even remembering or fulfilling the purpose of this human form. So, therefore, he is instructing that one should take this opportunity to remember Supreme Personality of Godhead. Because this Prahlad Maharaj is very young, he speaks like a child, he speaks in very broken language. So it is sounds very affectionate, very nice to hear. So like that, he is instructing his own mates that one wastes his life like this, and eventually he attains the abode of Yamraj. He gets into abode of Yamraj. He attains the death, and like this, life after life, he is going into this cycle. Sometime taking birth as an worm, sometime as an ant, aquatic, animal, tree, plant. Like that, he is taking birth, but hardly or very rarely gets a human form of life. Therefore, he is instructing all these boys that all of us, let us take this opportunity. Just 5 year old telling all of us, let us take this opportunity. Let us engage in remembering that Supreme Lord. Because this material world, we are all shackled. We are all just like in a prison house. A prisoner is shackled by various chains. Same way he is telling, we are also shackled by these material desires. We are not able to give up this material desires, therefore we are suffering life after life. And like this, our time is getting wasted. He's telling those who are very much addicted to this bodily concept of life, means engaging so much in sense gratification, these people are nothing but demons. These people are the demons. So, like that, he is instructing all of them, and they also heard. And after that, all of them they are enjoying chanting the holy name of the Lord. Prahlada Maharaj is singing the glories, chanting the holy name of the Lord, and all of them they are singing and dancing in joy, jubilation. All the demons, small sons or kids of demons, they are completely absorbed and enjoying very jubilantly in the chanting of the holy name of the Lord. Seeing this, when this Chanda and Amarka they arrived, and he concluded like this: I have received this knowledge from my spiritual master Narad Muni. Seeing this, when Chanda and Amarka they arrived, they became very perturbed. All our efforts are wasted. Prahlada, nothing is happening to him. He is not at all. We tried him to teach, but he is not at all getting influenced by our teaching. So again they try and brought this Prahlada in front of the king and narrated the entire situation. And how this Prahlada, not only he is completely imbued with the devotion, but he is influencing all other demons also with the devotion. So Hiranyakashipu, he became so angry hearing all this that he finally decided to kill his own son by himself. This Hiranyakashipu was very cruel. He felt very insulted when he heard that how my own son is worshipping my own enemy who has killed my brother. So he tried to kill Prahlada. He wanted to kill his own son, whereas his son is completely having peace of mind, is not at all disturbed, anxious, whatever situations he is completely, with folded hands. He's accepted those situations, remembering the Lord. Even though Hiranyakashipu, he is staring at Prahlad with full of anger. His eyes is filled with complete anger. But he is not at all affected. Hiranyakashipu is saying very ill words, rebuking Prahlada that you are lowest of mankind. I should today itself I'll send you to the abode of Yamraja. So all these things, various ways and means, Hiranyakashipu is harassing Prahlada Maharaj. And he is telling, by whose power you are like a rascal, but by whose power you are like a fearless person. How come you are a fearless person? From where you are getting strength? From where you are getting power? So Prahlad Maharaj very softly he is replying, my dear father, the source of my strength, the source of your strength, source of each and every one strength is one. He is not just like source of my strength, your strength, but for everyone, all the living entities. Just like Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, I am the ability in the man. Same way he is saying that the source of strength of everyone is nothing. Even he is giving example of Brahma or an ant. Everyone's source of strength is that Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. Therefore, he is further telling, please, my father, you give up all these, anarthas, all these things from your heart, duality, demonic mentality, you give up that you're, partial towards your friends, but having enmity towards your friends. Give up all these things. Have a equipoised mind for everyone. There is no enemy in this world. Don't think that people are enemy. There are a lot of enemy in this world. Don't think like that. Everyone is equal and everyone belongs to that supreme personality of Godhead. Whereas there are six enemies who have conquered our own mind. Mad, Matsarya, Lobh, Krodh, all these things are conquering. Therefore, a person has to be victorious upon these enemies and should not think others as an enemy. So Hiranyakashipu, he got even more angry. He's rebuking his son. You are talking like a rascal. You have been contaminated. I therefore conclude that you desire to die from my own hands. Your intelligence has been contaminated. You're talking like a nonsense person. Therefore, now is the time for you to be killed by my own hands. You always glorified my enemy, that supreme, who is the controller, who is all pervading, but where he is? If he is everywhere, then why he is not present before me? He is there in the pillar. This Prahlad Maharaj, like this, he is talking a lot. This Prahlad Maharaj, because he is completely depend upon the Supreme Lord. He has complete faith. Sarvasya Sam Hridhi Sannivishto, that Lord is present in everyone's heart. Lord is present in each and every atom. So yes, he immediately told, yes, that Supreme Lord is present even this pillar also. So Hiranyakashipu, he took up his sword, got up from his throne, got up from his throne, and he stuck his sword to this pillar with a great anger. And from this pillar, a very, thunderstorm kind of sound came out of this pillar, and there was a crack one can observe. And this sound is reaching up to Lord Brahma, highest of the planet, to the lowest of the planet, as if entire creation will be destroyed by this sound. Such a great sound came. Seeing this, Hiranyakashipu also never ever heard such great, like such loud, great sound. Everyone who were present in the assembly, they were afraid that from where this sound is coming, from where the sound is coming. To keep the words of Prahlad Maharaj, who is a great devotee, he told, yes, that Supreme Lord is present even in the pillar. That Supreme Lord, Krishna, he appeared from that pillar. He appeared from the pillar, just like Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Kauntya pratijanihi name bhakta pranashyati. Even the words of my devotees will never perish. Whenever devotees they say something, there is an empowerment of that Supreme Lord. And why Krishna is asking Arjuna to declare this to the entire world, that my devotee will never perish? because Krishna may break his own promise, but he cannot break the words of his devotees. Just like during Mahabharata time, when Krishna he took a vow that I will not take up the weapon in the entire battle. But this Bhishma, he also took a vow that I will make Krishna to take up some weapon. So to keep the words of his devotee, Krishna break his own vow, his own words he break down just to keep the words of his devotees. Same way here, keep the word of his devotee, very small young devotee, 5 year old, not even trained in some, best of the things. He is born in Asura family, Datya's family. For such devotee, keep his words. Krishna is appearing in the pillar. And how he is appearing? He is not just appearing in the form of a human. He is appearing in the form of a half man, half lion. Not complete lion, not complete human. Half man, half lion. Such a wonderful form he has appeared. For what purpose? To give protection to his devotee. And this devotee is very young, 5 year old. Hiranyakashipu, he looked everywhere and he saw this wonderful form. He could not ascertain, he could not comprehend, he could not conceive. How come a person can be half man, half lion? He was completely astonished seeing this form. And he was himself thinking, this Krishna is the possessor of all the mystic powers. He is Yogeshwara, has planned to kill me. But what is the use? Who can fight with me? No one is there who can stand in front of me. I am strong. And like this Supreme Lord who has appeared in the form of half man, half lion, attacked Hiranyakashipu. Attacked Hiranyakashipu. And Hiranyakashipu attacked this Supreme Lord. It's like a big elephant attacks to a small creature. Same way, this Supreme Lord has attacked Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu, he tried using all his mystic powers. Sometimes he is becoming invisible. But Lord is the Supreme Lord. With his illumination, with his effulgence, he can see even Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu could not hide himself. Hiranyakashipu was attacked by Narashima Dev with the Gada club. And like this, Narashima Dev, who appeared in the form of half man, half lion, he's playing. Sometimes he is playing like, just like if you see an eagle, eagle captures the snake, and eagle sometimes plays with that snake. Eagle will hand that snake with both the claws. Sometimes that eagle will lose one hand, capture with another one. Sometimes lose this one, capture with this one. Like that, keeps playing with the snake. Same way, this Narashima Dev is playing with Hiranyakashipu, taking great pleasure in playing with Hiranyakashipu. Sometimes, because Narashima Dev, when he appeared, he had 8 hands. Sometimes he is releasing Hiranyakashipu from this hand, beating with this hand, like this, different ways. Lord is taking pleasure in playing with this Hiranyakashipu. After playing like this, and Lord, he is also, because he appeared as a lion, when he is roaring, so that sound is reaching in the entire universe is filled with that sound. Because how he is roaring? Because he is laughing. Seeing Hiranyakashipu playing with Hiranyakashipu, he is laughing. So that laughing is coming out like a roar of a lion. And that roar of a lion is filling the entire universe. Like that, after playing a lot with Hiranyakashipu, Nasimadev, he got hold of him completely and took this Hiranyakashipu on his lap, supporting like kept Hiranyakashipu on his thighs, on his lap, in the midway of a assembly hall, on the doorway, not inside nor outside. He kept on his thighs and with his hands, nails, he torn the abdomen of Hiranyakashipu. Torn the abdomen of Hiranyakashipu. And with the blood that came out of the Hiranyakashipu body, he is taking joy. He's, entire, just like a lion, how he attacks the enemy or a prey. Same way, the blood is sprinkled upon his face, upon his hairs, that lion's hair mane. He is taking out intestine, and that intestine is decorated to Nasimadev like a garland. In this way, Lord Narasimha keep the words of his devotee Brahma, keep the word of his devotee Brahma. He killed Hiranyakashipu neither in the daytime nor in night, neither by any weapon nor by any human being or an animal. All these conditions Narasimhadev fulfilled. Why? Because Brahma has given a word, and Brahma is also a devotee. So, to keep the words of Brahma, Krishna appeared in the form of Narasimhadev, and to keep his words, he appeared like this and killed Hiranyakashipu, nor inside nor outside, on the midway, neither in day or not night. He killed during Sandhya time, at dawn, in the evening. He killed. He didn't use any weapon. He used his own clones, neither by human nor by an animal. He came in the form of half human, half lion. And this Hiranyakashipu asked that being should not be created by Brahma. Supreme Lord is the creator of all the living entities. He is not created by Brahma. All these conditions fulfilled. And now this Narasimha Dev, he is very, very angry, very fearful from. Even Lord Brahma is not able to go in front of Narasimhadev to offer prayers. All the demigods, they came, they are seeing all this fight, but none of them is able to gather such strength or such courage to go in front of Narasimhadev. Lord Brahma is not able to go, Lord Shiva is not able to go, no one is able to go because he is in such fearful forms, so much in anger, even to the extent goddess of fortune, Lakshmi Devi, his own consort, is not able to pacify or go in front of Narasimha Devi. She is not able to gather that kind of courage to approach Narasimha Devi. There, after seeing all this, that no one is able to go and pacify Lord Narasimha, who is filled with anger, Lord Brahma asked Prahlada that, my dear son, Lord Narasimha is very angry upon your father, and he has appeared just to save you, protect you. Only you can pacify him, you can please him. Better you please go forward or please the Lord Narasimha. This little boy, 5-year-old boy, he, because Brahma is saying, who is a great devotee, he accepted Lord Brahma's word and immediately he went and fell down in front of Narasimha Dev to offer his obeisances, dandavats, like a danda, like a stick. He fell down in front of Narasimha Dev and got up with folded hand and offering the prayers. He started offering the prayers, and because Lord Narasimha, he is a Bhakta Vatsala, he is the protector of the devotees, he is very compassionate upon his devotees, very affectionate towards his devotees. Immediately, his entire anger got cooled down. He is placing his hand upon the head of this Prahlad Maharaj, and with great affection, he is talking to Prahlad Maharaj. This Prahlad Maharaj, because he is completely free from all kind of contamination, his heart is completely filled with love. Immediately, tears started flowing down from the eyes of Prahlad Maharaj. That how my Lord is so compassionate that he appeared just to protect me. Now, seeing such a great devotee, even Lord is speaking, and this Prahlad Maharaj is also talking in a flattering voice, filled with a lot of emotions, affection. He's talking, both are talking to each other. He's telling that I have appeared, I am very pleased with you, and I appear to fulfill all the desires of all the living entities. Therefore, you may desire or you may ask whatever you may desire. Ask some benediction. I will like to fulfill the benediction. But Prahlad Maharaj is thinking that I do not want to engage in any kind of transactional business, my lord. I do not want to engage in any kind of transactional business. We don't want that because of these transactional business or such benedictions, there should be any kind of impediment in my bhakti. So he is telling, if anyone engages in the devotional service of you, O my Lord, prays for such sense gratification, he is not at all a pure devotee. He is simply a merchant who is engaged in business transaction of giving and taking. Therefore, I do not desire. Therefore, I do not desire any benediction. But after Lord, because Lord is so compassionate, so merciful, he again asked, no, I would like to give you some benediction. Then Prahlad Maharaj, he told, if at all you want to do something, my father, he was a demon. He was always averse to you, never accepted you. If you so desire, please liberate him or forgive him. So Narasimha Dev, he is telling what to speak of your father. 21 generations in your dynasty has been liberated, are liberated. 21 generations will be liberated. So don't worry like that. Narasimha Dev, he told Prahlad Maharaj, and Narasimha Dev disappeared. Lord Brahma also came and offered his prayers to Lord Narasimha Dev, and Narasimha Dev told or instructed Brahma that in future you should not give such benedictions to the asuras. Such benediction will bring the devastation. Therefore, you should not give. After this, Narasimha Dev, he left. He went away. and Brahma, he installed Prahlad Maharaj on the throne, and Prahlad Maharaj became the king, and he ruled the kingdom for many years, and instructed each and every one with the science of devotional service. And as we know how Prahlad Maharaj's son Virochana and his son Bali Maharaj was also protected by Krishna himself, Vaman Dev, like that, Krishna personally took charge of the entire family of this Prahlad Maharaj, generations after generations. How many generations? 21 generations. That is the power of devotion. If a single person takes up this process of devotional service, his entire family will get free from all kind of contamination, and they will attain the highest abode or highest perfection in their life. That is the power of devotion. And through such devotion, Krishna is telling, for such devotees, Krishna is telling, I do not know anything but my devotees. So with this, we'll end here. Tomorrow is the appearance day. Tomorrow is Sunday, 11th May, is the appearance day of Lord Narashima Dev. So there are various practices that one can observe to seek his protection, because in our path of devotional service, lot of obstacles, lot of anarthas are like demons who are attacking us. Sometimes some greed is there, anger is there. All these anarthas has taken up shape of a demon, big demons, and they are all attacking us and afflicting us with great pain. So it's a great opportunity for all of us to please or take shelter of Narasimha Dev, to seek his protection, to seek his blessings, so that we can practice bhakti with ease. Smoothly we can practice bhakti. So there are various practices one can observe. I'll share in the group. One can do fasting, one can hear the pastimes, one can do chanting, one can prepare yoga. All these things we can do on this auspicious occasion of Narasimha Dev appearance day. I'll share in the group. I'll try to share. With this, we'll end here. Shri Shri Prahlad Narasimha Dev ki
Jai.
Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.